My name's Perry, and I'm a Leafs fan from Australia. Let me tell you what the NHL lockout means to me. I've been into ice hockey for about 10 years. I spent 6 months living in Peterborough, Ontario, when the Leafs made it to the conference final. But when I was in Canada, I never once went to an NHL game. Since then, I've kept up however I could. Games are on at about 9:30 in the morning here, so on weekends I sit around and listen to Joe Bowen's audio commentary over the internet. Sadly, I now know what happens if you call 1-800-267-2001. Sometimes I sneak home from work at lunchtime to watch the game in 6 videos on the Leafs website, putting a post-it note over the screen so I can't find out who wins beforehand. There's only a couple of games per week on cable TV here, but no one has that anyway. I have got into the hockey here in Australia. There's a semi-pro league and the local team's pretty good. I've been to dozens of games and even volunteered as the arena announcer for a while. I gave it up after a few months because frankly I'd rather sit in the stands and watch the game. Over the years, I've accumulated rather a lot of merchandise. I've had every hockey game from NHL 2K5 to NHL 13. I have this t-shirt. I have this t-shirt. I have a Holy Mackinaw t-shirt. I have a jersey. Yes, Jonas Gustafsson, I know. Whatever. I have a squishy hockey puck. I have a hard hockey puck. I have a hockey puck signed by Francois Beauchemin. I have a book. I have 2 face washes. I have a bar mat. I have a Darcy Tucker cap. I have a beanie. I have a little Sundine, and I have a middle-sized Tucker, and I have an exceptionally large Nutcracker. As you can see, I've paid my dues to the NHL. More recently, I spent several $1,000s on flights to the US. After 10 years, I've still never been to a game. It takes about 18 hours flying to get to LA, so it's a fairly significant undertaking. This November, I'll be at my mum's place in Colorado for Thanksgiving. The schedule was released and the Leafs were going to be in Denver on Thanksgiving Eve. I thought the stars had finally aligned. 10 years of waiting, a third of my life, was about to end. Obviously, my grasp of labour relations in North American sports is not quite strong enough. I assumed, foolishly, that no sport struggling for recognition would shut itself down so millionaires and billionaires could haggle over all the money they've been making. And the worst part? This lockout's making me bitter at the team that I've followed for all these years. So in closing, I'd like to offer a song to Gary Bettman and the owners for shooting down my lifelong dream so they can get 53% instead of 47%. Some collective bargaining advice, if you will. Just play the damn game!